Hello everybody, I'm Moldy, and this is Elden Ring once again. And today we're heading into the Caria Manor, which is up there on the hill. But, as E.G. warned us in the previous episode, there be traps up here. They firing magic down from the sky, trying to impale my stupid little head with big old magic bolts from up above. And I'm going over here because I think there might be something to grab. I think there's something over here. There should be. There usually is, yes. This is what I was thinking of. A collection of these sarcophaguses. Sarcophagi. Whatever the plural of sarcophagus is. Whenever you see a bunch of these, there's always a handful of runes sitting on them. And this one also happens to be guarded by a really big rat, and its smaller but still really big rat friends. So, let's go ahead and... Uh-oh. That didn't go well. Yep. Don't you go chomping me, rat person. Owie. Why you gotta be all chompy and stuff? That's just rude. Also, in the time between this episode and the last episode, there has been a recent update that has finally given the sword known as Rivers of Blood a much-deserved nerfing. Seriously, that thing was ridiculously overpowered. And it took them long enough to finally nerf the damn thing. Also, another ability that I actually used from time to time that actually really helped me out in a certain boss fight. Bloodhound Step. That also got nerfed. I haven't actually tried either of them since the patch, but we'll probably find out sooner or later. I don't intend to use Rivers of Blood anyhow. Never much cared for it. Too OP, too cheapness, in my opinion. Anyway, let's get along to the manor. We got sidetracked enough over there grabbing all them runes and dealing with rats. Now all we gotta do is just make a little serpentine motion. Once you hear that twing up in the sky, twing, there you go, just move to the side and you're good. Not hard to dodge at all. Yep, there you go, just keep on shooting your stuffing things. And we made it, without a single giant magic bolt piercing my face. The ideal way to be making it to a place like this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little arachnophobia warning. There may not be any spiders, but you may have already seen up there these very spider-like things. And damn it, just out of range. These things scared the living hell out of me the first time through. And because I didn't look up and see the really big hands up there waiting to ambush me. Now if you would hurry up, there we go. That's what we needed. I needed you to get the hell out here so that I could fight you without having any interference from other hands. Really, really, really big hands up in here. And there are some other big hands, but that are a lot smaller than these big meaty boys. But they are less of a threat. Still way too large to be human hands, as each one's about the size of your chest. But not quite as big as that. What the hell is going on with the frame rate this time around? Did that patch also fuck up some other things that make the game run even worse? Ow. You and your little fingies. Can I have my frame rate back, please? There it is. Finally. Hey, you stop that. Big old... You stop it. Stop it. There. Now I stab you in the little meat stump on the back of your hands. What would be a wrist on normal hands. I hesitate to call it a wrist. Looks more like a neck to this thing. And look, there's smaller hands that are still pretty damn big. Oops, wrong button. These things are very weak to fire. Hit them with one little spark, they burst into flames and start flailing and writhing around on the ground. Very useful dealing with them. And this won't be the only place we find big hands in. There's another place later on that's crawling with them. But at least in that other place, we're allowed to ride the horse, so we won't be stuck having to meticulously chop each little finger off. So that's nice. Now then, there's also a sword in this place that was ridiculously overpowered, but also received a nerfing way earlier on. And I never actually used this sword because you need intelligence to use it. And I never, ever put any levels into intelligence before this character. Unless there was like a incantation or a very specific weapon I wanted to use that needed it. Well, look at you. You knocked trees down. You ought to be a goddamn lumberjack, Mr. Big Hands. And, alright. Now you stop being such a dick, and I will just chop your fingers off and stab you in your little meat stump. Is that okay with you? It better be okay with you, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, belly flop on the ground. There we go. Give me that stump, mister. Alright. And there you go. Dead. Big Hands dead. And they are dropping a lot of those level 2 somber smithing stones, which I think will be very helpful for that sword that I just mentioned. Now... oh look, over here, there's an item, but... frame rate for the love of fuck! Well, these dudes over here, springing when I'm not anywhere near them. Where are my frames? Come on, game, pull your shit together! Hello? I bought the game, I would like to play it, please! There we go! Seriously, what the shit? What is happening to the game in this episode? Just die, you little shit biscuit. Now, like I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted by smaller hands popping up, you can clearly see fingernails of big hands right there. And if you step into the middle of it, it grabs ya. It starts writhing its fingers around, pushing down on you, poking you with those nails. And I do not feel like dealing with that particular big hands. Not at this very moment, and probably never ever, because fuck 'em. Hands are fucking nasty. And I'd like to not have to... oh! Well, look at that. Fortunately, I was able to mash all the buttons and get myself out of that real easily. This particular hands was much more concealed than the ones that I pointed out. Because if I had seen the fingies, I wouldn't have blundered into the trap, now would I have? Oh, charging hands! Oh, come on, you little bastard! Mind your own damn business! Would you get out of my back? Alright. I've never seen that spell of yours go all orbital like that. Oh, fuck off. I hit the dodge button. Now, hold still long enough for me to knock your ass over and put my sword in your stump. There you go. And then we'll deal with the little shit biscuit who couldn't mind his own damn business. Forcing me to use up all of my goddamn flasks. There. Now, let's just grab this without getting grabbed ourselves. Rhymed crystal bud, definitely not worth it. Now that I've got my bearings back, this is the way forward. I'll be taking that rune. And I think I already killed the little hands on this wall here. No trap ahead. Well, I hope you ain't lying to me about that, because if you are, I will give you a very bad rating on Yelp. Do people even still use Yelp anymore? How the hell would I even know? I've never even used Yelp. Not once, not ever! All I know is all the jokes about how people use it as a sort of a weapon to threaten restaurants into getting free food. There was a whole South Park episode about that. Now, let's just not fuck around with these dudes. And if I happen to get spotted, then we just run. Yep. Stupid. That's what you get for not having a spell that activates on impact. Well, not activating immediately on impact. Now let's just slap this grace here. Seriously, what the fuck is going on with my goddamn frame rate? What the hell else did they change in that update that makes this happen? I've had it happen once or twice before, but this is fucking ridiculous. And yeah, I'm a couple thousand short of a level up. But I'm also really close to being able to get the sword I was talking about. It's just along this bridge that happens to be patrolled by dudes who appear out of nowhere. And I can deal with you just fine. Oh, there goes my stamina blocking all that magic. Okay, fuck you then. Not getting all parried like I wanted you to. Don't you block me, you bastard. You, take that. Come on, come and get me. There's that sweet parry action that I was after. Good to see that nobody showed up behind me. Now you get a stab. And we're good. For the moment. Ooh, smithing stone 2. I forget, is that what I need to upgrade my sword? Oh, big sword boy. Put that thing down. I didn't mean put it down inside of my face. There you go. Nice and dead, the way you should be. And now, there's somewhere along this bridge that we need to jump off that'll get us into a place that'll get us to the Sword of Night and Flame. And this dude, being an intelligence sort of person, might actually get some use out of it. Now, it's over there. That's where we want to jump down to. That's where the sword is kept. And it's probably not going to be unguarded. There's usually people popping up on these bridges, as you have already seen what you got. Rude arc. Well, look at that. People popping up. In such a way that I can stick a sword up they ass without fear of any sort of consequences because he's too goddamn slow to react to me. Now let's go grab that sword! And I just heard you popping in. Well, you gotta come down here, mister? No, it doesn't look like it. They don't want to jump down. They too scared. You go ahead and be scared up there. I got me a legendary sword that I want. Jumping! Yes, jumping indeed. Now, about that sword. Slidey downy. And right here in this chest is Sword of Night and Flame. Now let me see, do I have the stuff to wield it? No, I need more strength, dexterity, intelligence. Why do I need faith? Why the hell do I need faith for this thing? Boo! Boo! Faith sword, boo! Storied sword and treasure of Caria Manor, one of the legendary armaments. Astrologers who preceded the sorcerers established themselves in mountaintops that nearly touched the sky and considered the fire giants their neighbors. Unique skill, Night and Flame stance. Hold the sword level and prepare to cast a sorcery, follow up with a normal attack to cast the Night Comet sorcery, or a strong attack to sweep forward with a burst of flames. Now, I am unable to show that off due to my lack of stats. So, yeah. Boo. Boo you and your faith requirement. I'll just find me a different sword. One that works better with intelligence. Because I'm a smart boy. Not a faith boy like I normally do. You just got parried, mister. That's why you don't go swinging swords at people. Because some of them know how to parry you and then shove a sword of their own into your belly. I think there's not somebody behind me. I must be thinking about further ahead. Okay, yep. Okay, well, fuck you then. You and your attacks that I can't seem to parry. I'll just do that instead. I still get to stick a sword in your belly afterward after stance breaking you and all that stuff. Now let's just move along, shall we? And now, yep, there you are. I knew somebody was gonna drop in behind me at some point. You and your ambushes that are only effective once. And then they throw that archer up there, or not an archer, a crossbow boy. I think they call those arbalists. They throw him up there to try to draw your attention away, and while dude sneaks up behind you. And now, let me just not get shot with a crossbow bolt. Oh, I see the other guy decided to not follow me, like I was expecting him to. And now, let's get you out of here. And, alright. Now it's your turn to get one of those. Alright, just pull it out. Maybe knock the little bit of liver stuck to the sword off on the ground. You gonna get one too. There you go. Everybody gets a stab in the belly. You get a belly stab. He gets a belly stab. You got one coming right now, mister. Belly stab. Oh, look, another dude popping in behind me like that. All unwanted and stuff. No! None of your glintstone tossing bullshit. Oh, I failed to parry you. Oh, I failed to parry you again. Now, let me have my juice. Stop throwing shit at me. And put the sword down and swing it like a man. Come on, ass face. There we go. There's that sweet, juicy parry. Good. Now, we could jump down to that section of outer wall there And we will, just not yet, because we are very, very close to yet another Site of Grace. They really put more of those in this particular dungeon than they needed to. So we'll turn that on, and then we'll jump down there and get us yet another really cool weapon that I didn't know about until, like, my third playthrough. There's probably plenty of things I still haven't discovered in this game. It seems like I find new stuff every time I go on through. But I don't think I've actually found anything that I haven't found before in this playthrough. But that could still change at any moment. Things change, things stay the same. Just like people go jumping off of walls to grab really cool weapons and stuff. Such is the way of the world, the way nature goes slithering in and out of its own feces, so that it gains that smell of nature. And I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, this is just a corner. A nice little sad corner. But this corner's happier because it's got a thing in it. Some runes. Some sick runage. Now let's go ahead and grab that weapon I just talked about. It is a whip, which I probably ain't gonna be using. I did, however, have a character using whips before. He was a very weird-looking character that I'm pretty sure I showed off his face in the first episode of this series. He was green, had a very flat, wide face, his chin came to a fine point, and he used this weapon, the Urumi. I just felt like using weird weapons in that run. Now, where is it? There it is. This weapon made of extremely thin, flexible blades of metal is wielded like a whip by night folk warriors. Though in essence a whip with a cutting edge, it can also be used as a spear to pierce foes. I know I can't use it, but look at it. It's like a sword with a very long, flexible blade. And then, yeah, if you charge up the heavy attack, it does that! A nice short-range sweep with a long, pokey stick. And stick that thing up in the air. Yeah! Now let's get back to business, shall we? We've got more of this manor to get on through, with a boss at the end. One who gave me a lot of trouble on my first run through, but after several failed attempts and a lot of time spent getting good, I was able to bring her down and claim a very satisfying victory over somebody who repeatedly whooped my ass. And I'm probably not gonna bother fighting the rest of these wolves because, as you can see, they are pretty durable. And I'm probably a little low of a level to be here. Or I probably should just upgrade my damn sword. Which I will do when I have the... Are you seriously not doing the things I'm telling you to do? I'm sitting here telling you to charge up a goddamn heavy attack, and you're just sitting there staring at the goddamn wolf like it's the prettiest wolf you've ever seen. I mean, yeah, it's a good-looking wolf. Yeah, I'd fuck it, but... Come on! You got some shit you gotta be doing. That happens to involve stabbing it in the face. Now let's just quietly slither up here, grab us the golden seed, and move ourselves through this wolf-infested section of the manor. Sneaky quietly. I don't want to fight them. I already fought one, and as you could plainly see, it was a huge pain in the ass. Yes, I think we're clear of Wolf Town. And there's a really big dude up there on the stairs with some smaller dudes that are probably going to be casting spells at me and stuff. Ain't that right, you dude? Yep. Okay. Well, you ain't casting spells, but you're trying to kill me, and that's not something I can tolerate. Now, let's just... Yep. Okay. I appreciate the assistance there, but I don't appreciate having my face sliced open with your gargantuan sword. Now, if you could friendly fire these dudes out of my way. Alright. We're good. And, yep, let me in through them legs, boy. Okay, I see you are casting big swords. Now then, a little more friendly fire, if you would please. And I see. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright. I healed just as you hit me, and I got a net gain of health. Positivity. Think positive, or you're a dick. Now, whoopsie doodle. Come on, mister. Get out of the damn corner. Don't cast your magic swords. Oh, no, you don't. You ain't gonna get me like that. I'm gonna stab you in the thigh. Ow. You and your big monster feet. Now, let me at that head. That big helmeted head of yours. And I see you're gonna be taking quite a bit of damage before you finally go down. That is not good. Not good at all for me. Now, thinking of different strategy here. And that strategy is run. Run like a bitch! And I think the right side is a little bit safer. Each side's guarded by one of these dudes, but I think there's like two of them over on the left, and I don't want to deal with that. And if we go up here, we are safe. I say as I take a big, meaty sound blast to the back of the skull. But they won't follow us in here because this is a boss arena. And if I happen to die horribly, I'll just be able to respawn at the Stake of America just outside this room. So that's good. And now we've got Royal Knight Loretta, who's up here casting magic swords. The fucking glintstone blades. Come on, lady! And... ow. Yeah, you're doing the thing I don't like, where you go constantly spouting them blades at me. But I'm gonna be able to get you. That's all I need. I just gotta get... oh, I really gotta stop trying to parry you. It's just like the tree sentinel, which you can parry, but all it does is give you a tiny opening and you don't even get to land that critical hit. Such a shame. Ooh. Don't do that. That horse has a very nice ass. And I thought that wolf out there was sexy. Now, no. Bad. Bad magic. Stop that. Alright. No. Stop it. No magic. Magic is bad, unless I'm the one using it. And now you're spamming that. Horsey stomp. No. Stop it. Come and get some. There's that parry. And boom. Like I said, very small opening. And with a distinct lack of critical hit going on. So it's really not worth going after the parry. Unless you just really, really need an opening and you know you can parry that attack. They always have one attack that I know, that I just absolutely know that I can parry. Ow. Now stop it. I'm gonna chop up your horse, and you're gonna thank me later. Don't ask why, you just will. I really probably should have upgraded my sword before coming in here, but whatever, I didn't. And now I reap the consequences of my stupidity. And let's just try to avoid death for a moment, shall we? I highly doubt that I'm going to win this fight because I'm low on health and I have no healing items in my possession. But I do have that Sacred Dew talisman slowly regenerating me. And that's how I beat Margit in the second episode. And if I can just... Alright. Thought I was about to regret doing that guard counter. And it's looking like you're at about half health there, Loretta. And then you start getting even more treacherous. Ouchies! Let's just calm the fuck down here for a moment. Yep, there's phase 2. And now the blades don't fire off all at once. Yep, it splits them into 2 volleys and you start doing that. And then... Yep. I wanted to roll through it, but dumb fuck McGee decided, nope! What's dodging? I don't know what it means when you press the B button. Round 2, bitch. I think I got a better chance at you since I have more than just 1 flask going into this. And I'm not gonna sit there trying to uselessly parry everything you throw at me. Alright, regretting that guard counter. And I know I just said I wasn't gonna try to parry you, but there I go trying to parry you. I just never learn, do I? Yep, another failed parrying attempt. You would think I'd learn my lesson, but lessons are usually learned the hard way. And now I just saw my stuff, and stuff be mine. Stop swinging your shit around, and booyah, bitch! Ha ha! No, bad. Very bad. Blades and little magic bullets. How dare you! And here's an opening to get you good. Get you all good and chopped up with the magic sword. And alright. Okay. We is good. Stop doing things that I don't like. And here you go, you crazy ass ghost bitch. Why you got to do that? Throwing magic and stuff. Magic is dumb. Magic is stupid. It's only for the weak. That's why I use it. You think I'm a strong boy up in here? Oh no, I go casting spells because I want to be some sort of magic knight, dude. Oh, come on! Now is not the time to go killing my goddamn frame rate. Now, here comes your magic blades. Why? Stop doing that, game! How do you like getting shot with magic, you crazy ass bitch? Oh. I should probably just stick to the sword because that's what gets the job done. Poke. And I immediately regretted poking the horse in the ass. Let that be a lesson to you. Never stand behind a horse because it will get scared and it will kick. And horsey's got some powerful legs. Have you ever been kicked in the head by a horse? If you have, you wouldn't be here because you'd be fucking dead. Like I said, horse legs, very strong. Oh, there's that slash move, which is actually an Ash of War I'll be getting out of you. And horse kick. Great. Oop, that's a big, nasty arrow that we don't want to get stuck with. And no, you don't. You ain't gonna be getting me. Well, you might. It's very possible. but I just have to not be stupid. And I do have your patterns down after the many, many failed attempts at defeating you in my very first playthrough of this. Yep. Okay. I'm glad you didn't layer those attacks in such a way that would guarantee me getting hit by one. Now, if you would kindly move the fuck away from the corner, that's a good evil girl. And take that. Stop with the big pokey stick, would ya? Okay. I regret asking you to stop with the spear. I prefer the spear over giant magic arrows, because the spear is simpler, it's easier to dodge, and if I happen to block it, it blocks all the damage because it don't do magic damage unless you go cloaking it in magic like that, in which case you're just evil. Now, are you evil? I think you are. No. Oh, you and your little delays on the swings. Now, if you'd stop putting those damn blades up. No, ma'am, I don't want that. Alright. Now just stick to the spear. No magic, please. Spear only. Because that's a lot easier to deal with. And now you're throwing in magic despite me asking you specifically not to. Now just calm your damn tits, would ya? I want to defeat you and you're not making it easy. Which I guess is kinda your job, being a royal knight who happens to be named Loretta. And alright. Oh, you interrupting me. There we go. Victory! Right up your ass! The sorcery, Loretta's great bow, and the ash of war, Loretta's slash. Which I probably can't put on my sword because it's intended for pole arms and twin blades. Speaking of, I don't think I picked up the twin blade back in the Dragonburned Ruins. Or did I? Oh god. Sorry about that. And let me just see. Yeah, no. Ooh, god damn, that one hurt. And no Loretta's slash available for that. Now... yeah, I didn't pick up that twin blade. But I probably could stick it on this pike to show it off. Yeah. Hopefully it does what it's supposed to do, but since I don't have the stats, it probably won't actually cloak it in the magic like it should. Yeah, imagine that cloaked in magic the way Loretta was doing it to me. Just realized I kept forgetting to put the Great Rune on. There we go. It is now on. And we have a few rune arcs. Now we'll just activate that. And there we go. Godric's Great Rune is the best one in the game, bar none. It boosts every stat you have by 5. Every single stat. And that's a shitload of levels you'd have to put in to get those buffs and without having to rely on the Great Rune. And they give that one to you, the very first Great Rune. Well, I think it's intended to be the first one, but you can actually go in after them in any order you choose. And now, I want you to get all killed, because you have the Chilling Mist Ash of War, which is similar to the magic things. It changes the skill, obviously, and I think it also does magic damage, and scales with intelligence, and adds frostbite to your attacks, which is similar to bleed. but with a different wrinkle, which I talked about before. And we've also got Flintstone Dragon Adula here. And you're about to do that. Yeah, you're about to do that thing. Now, pretty sure you can kill me with one hit. I should probably not sit here trying to fight you. And besides, not even able to kill you because once I get you down a certain amount, you run away like a scared little bitch. Okay. Starting to like my odds a little bit more now. You only clipped me with your magic fire breath, and it didn't do all that much damage. Now, give me that dragon skull. I just want to slap you around a little, show you who's boss, drive you out of here, make you regret every decision you ever made. And now there's that. I may be able to survive one of those, but that doesn't mean I actually want to get hit by one. Uh-oh. That's bad. Okay. Thank God for rocks. Unless those rocks ruin my plans by getting in my way and then I can't dodge attacks effectively, in which case, fuck them rocks. But every once in a while, the rocks help. Oh. Now, why are you down there? And teleported. One of the things that I really don't like about fighting them dragons, they love to move around and then they get leashed back to where they're supposed to be. Now give me your little feety feet. And you're swinging your tail, aren't you? Yes, you are. And throwing a bite in there for good measure. Now that's what we call adapting to the situation. Now, how in the fuck are you up there? I'd appreciate you getting down on level ground so that I can actually hit you. But it's fine. If you want to be a big old bitch like that, then you just play along. I'll come up there and smack you around a little bit until you go running away to another pain-in-the-ass little spot that I can't hit you in. And there's the stompies. And give me that face. Yeah. I know a thing or two about battling dragons. I make a habit of killing these big, meaty beasts because they are fun to fight. I like killing the dragons. Dragons is cool. I'm stuck on a goddamn rock. Okay. I almost got fucked by a rock. And not in a good way, and you're teleporting again. Motherfucking teleporting dragon. Need to learn how to stay in the place that you're actually allowed to be in. Now. Oh, look at you. You only just teleported back and now you're already flying away out of your goddamn boundaries. And then I got caught on a little fucking ledge about 1 foot off the ground you could easily step over, but nope. Let's make that an insurmountable obstacle. Now, I would greatly appreciate you not doing the things that you do, okay? Just stay where I can hit you. Don't go running to a place that you're gonna be teleporting away from me at. And it looks like you're doing exactly what I asked you not to do. Okay, that's a different thing. And, of course, you got moved even further away doing it. And there's the teleport. Why, in the name of fuck, does this happen so often with this particular dragon in this particular location? It just will not stay in its designated area, and that makes this fight more of a pain in the ass than it needs to be. And also all the fucking uneven ground, making it to where it's just up above the reach of your sword. Really? There truly has never been a more pain-in-the-ass dragon. I don't even get any reward out of driving you off. It just means I don't have to deal with you walking around out here anymore. Now, let's just tear your eye out. Yeah, look at that healthy chunk of damage. Yep. Okay, that's the trigger for you to leave. Good. Now that you're out of the way, we can move on up to this tower. But there's going to be a lot of talking going on in that tower. But there's also a side of grace in there I should probably turn on before I go do what I was about to do, because then the only way to get back out of the way I'm going to in a timely fashion is to teleport out of there. And if I could just teleport right here to Ronnie's Rise, that would be fantastic! And that side of grace should be right here. Yeah, I see the glowy bits. Turning it on. And then... hey, I get to ride my horse in here. How nice is that? Alright, let's just move on along here. I'm about to be getting another very helpful Ash of War. I think I talked about it before. It's called Carian Retaliation. And it would have enabled me to turn all of Loretta's magic attacks back against her. But unfortunately, you can't get it until after you beat her, because you need to be in this section and drop down onto that little bit of castle right there. And let's just get off the horse. Now, yeah, this is the part I want to drop down to. God, I'm always so paranoid about making these drops. Even in Elden Ring, when fall damage is less of a threat than it was in all the other Dark Souls games. And look at that. A fall from that high to Dark Souls 3, instant death. And then you take a fall from a much shorter height anywhere else in this game, and then also instant death. It's very inconsistent about how high you can drop from and not get hurt. But anyway, we need to talk to this dude.
Oh, you? I am sorry, Your Worship.
I ain't no worship.
I apologize for any offense given. I am Pidia, servant to the Carian royal family.
Well, Padilla, start selling me stuff.
Charged with maintaining these ghastly dolls.
Yes, you are. Now sell me stuff.
Your Worship, allow me to be of use.
Yes, now sell me stuff.
Given the puppets, there are some very fine things up here in this storeroom.
Okay, so sell me stuff.
Take something out before you go.
Yes, now sell me stuff.
Can you offer poor ill-starred Pidia a little something by way of compensation?
Yes, that's the plan. Now sell me stuff. And, oh, it's right there. The Carian Retaliation still works as a standard parry, and also dispels incoming magic attacks, and turns them into glintstone blades that work for you, and not the enemy. Very useful against dudes in Burger King masks that are constantly throwing magic at you, which we will be running into when we go to the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. Now, let me just... Ashes of War. First, I'll put Chilling Mist on here. And... yeah, we'll do that. It ducks the intelligence scaling just a little bit, but it's still good. Still real good to have. And why am I backing out of that? I need to Ash of War my shield, put that Carian Retaliation on there. Right, I don't want it to be magic, because then it doesn't negate all physical damage. There we go. And yeah, I can still parry and also redirect magic. And what qualifies as magic is any projectile that is not a solid, quote-unquote, solid object. Because there are some spells that end up, like, throwing goddamn rocks at you, and Carian Retaliation does not work against those. I know. I tried and took a boulder to the face.
A tarnished here.
Yes, tarnished I
must
am.
have some business in mind to come all this way.
Yeah.
Though I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
No particular reason. We could have met this character much earlier in the game, but I blew that by going too far before actually doing it.
No reason in particular, thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this encounter. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest?
Yes, it has. I didn't hear a word of it, but yes, it has.
I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't too crazy about serving a witch.
Under my command. I anticipate good work from thee.
Well, okay then.
Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is in my service a half-woven warrior by the name of Blythe.
I know
I would
him.
have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same.
Alright. She's mentioned two people that we've already met, Blythe and Iji. And then there's Salavis, one who we have not yet met, and I can assure you, he is a dick. Now, I cannot leave this tower until after I talk to Blythe, Iji, and Salavis right here in the tower, and then go back up and talk to Ronnie again. You may notice under my health bar a little icon that shows a little site of grace with an X next to it. That means no teleportation, and there's also a barrier keeping me trapped in here.
Oh, so you
I was confused about it at first, but I figured it out.
Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Carian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor.
Excellent.
I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success.
Now, about that guidance.
My apologies for the misleading words.
That ain't guidance. That's an apology.
I never
Didn't want one.
imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Rani, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not.
Well, you ain't
Do
psychic.
forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
So is that all you have to say?
Let us give all together.
Yes, it is. Alright. We'll also see Blythe right down these stairs. And then we'll find Salavis by the entrance, and he's got a real big hat, and like I said, he is a dick.
Long time, friend. Blythe. Have you forgotten?
I did not forget.
In the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the well. See if I
Okay.
can't get the way.
You don't have a lot to say. And now, here's Sylvis. Also, here's the entrance. And invisible wall. God damn it. Still more talking to do.
I see. You must be Rani's new hireling.
I am.
Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Sylvis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
Well, I will kindly kick you right square in the balls if you don't shut the fuck up.
I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit. Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Rani. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady?
A dick, that's who you are, to stand against the wishes of your
I
lady.
reside.
Yes, you're a dick, I get it, fuck off. Big hat asshole. Now we gotta go talk to Ronnie again, and then we can finally leave the tower. It's just a hop, skip, and a 2-story elevator ride up. And away! God damn, can this elevator be any slower? There we go. Let's go see the witch lady. And the dock.
Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise.
Okay.
I shall soon enter, and it will be.
Yeah, you don't have a lot more to say. Okay, good. And now we work for the witch known as Ronnie. That was the Caria Manor, and I do believe there's another caravan somewhere along this road that carries another sword that would be useful to an intelligence build like myself. Of course, if I started pumping points into dexterity, I could go for the Moon Veil, another katana, much like Rivers of Blood, that is notoriously overpowered, that for some reason has not yet been nerfed, to my knowledge. But I don't feel like using it. I don't want no katana. I ain't into that weeb shit. Hey, there's that caravan I was just talking about. At least I think that's the caravan. I hope it is, because I don't want to go searching all over the place for it. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'm actually going to use the sword from it, but I do just want to have it, just for the sake of having it. No point in letting somebody else have it if I can go ahead and steal it. That's one more weapon that ain't in the hands of all of my enemies, and of course you gotta fucking murder my goddamn frame rate. Hey, there's that frostbite that I was talking about. It kicked in, did a nice hefty bit of damage, and now that you have been knocked down, and you're killing my frame rate again, you have been severed from the caravan, so you ain't pulling it anymore. And now I just need to deal with you properly. And then I'll be able to go and grab the treasure you're transporting. And ow. Why you gotta have such big stompy feet? I just wanna knock you down and then you go stomping me out of the air. And a big poke. And really big poke. That's a dead-ass troll, if ever I've seen one, and I've seen a dead troll in my day. And let's throw a little bit of magic at you boys. Ouch. Just now realizing I passed up an opportunity to show off what Carian Retaliation does. Now, if these dudes happen to go doing that, ha! I turned your magic stuff into my magic stuff. Alright. Now, how about you... Don't interrupt me, you shit stain. Come get some of this chilling mist. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Oh, here comes more of that, which is an opportunity to use it more Carian Retaliation. And now if y'all just stay lined up the way I want you to be, I'll be able to get all of you with a nice, well-placed glintstone arc. And I just need every one of you to die horribly. And, okay, there's my healing juice. I was still on the magic flask, which I don't need. Now, what are you waiting for? Shoot your magic. Bitch! You made a mistake. Alright. Now, what are you carrying? A bunch of stupid shit that I don't care about. And let's have that sword. Motherfucker! Carian Knight Sword. That is the one I was thinking of. And I'm probably not going to use it on account of it having a unique skill that cannot be switched out for a regular-ass Ash of War, which is what I want in a sword. Now, yeah, that's got Carian Grandeur on it. So, what exactly does that do? Let's see. Carian Grandeur. Okay, it's basically just Carian Greatsword. Cool, I'm gonna switch on back. Okay. Now that we got that, I'm gonna head over here to this site of grace, because that is close to an item that we'll need to get into the Academy of Rea Lucaria, and we're gonna be going after that in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye.